Well, peace. What up, man? It's Shalom, Guillermo, Tony Switchblades, Young King, Gamble. I have many titles, many names, but it's all still the same soul and spirit talking, man. Just needed to speak my piece for a minute. I'm kind of surprised because, like I said, the last video, I don't really get on live like that. And speak your piece, that is something that I started like almost 5 years ago. Around the time where everything with like Eric Gardner and Michael Brown was going on. And it's just very rarely where I feel like I need to express myself just straightforward without the music, without any cloak of expression. But I feel like God is calling me more to speak more regularly to the people who I'm connected with in real life, as well as, you know, in between the LCD screen, your phone, your old computer. But anyway, so apparently today it's a lunar eclipse. You know, I'm just beginning to become more familiar with like the meaning of like eclipse and retrogrades and how the suns, moons, stars, quasars, and all that, you know, universal shit works and how we're all connected to it. You know, up until like maybe 2 years ago, I wasn't really familiar with the lingo, the language, the science, the daily practice, and the meaning of how, like, really when we talk about God, the universe, all the elements, and how we're all connected as one, really. I say all that because, you know, apparently, you know, with this eclipse is a summation of a period of time where, you know, we're exiting out of like one phase and on our route to a new. And you know, definitely with my personal experience, even if I wasn't into all that shit, there's been a lot of transformation, a lot of change. With change is not always comfortable, so there's been some friction, you know, going against the grain, going against what I usually know. There's been some several cutoffs as far as, like, you know, people consider as friends, family. How you doing, bro? Fans, fam, frenemies, enemies, friends, all that. Nothing is constant, man. So, yesterday, I was venting out on Facebook because somebody who I've known for like basically a decade, somebody who was definitely a friend and at certain times a lover of mine. I ran into them on MARTA. That's the train system for people who don't live in Atlanta. On MARTA. We haven't talked in like almost a year. And well, over a year. And I wasn't really understanding what was going on because I guess I feel like a lot of resistance or distance from my attempts to reach out to this person. And you know, they wouldn't respond, or they would just be like, like, just felt that, you know, when somebody gives you that palm in the face and the arm, like, I wasn't understanding that. So I seen them on the train, and I felt like they were like ignoring me. I get off the train. As I get off the train, I make sure I cross by the window where near they sitting at, and really, you know, I have what some people call resting bitch face. You know, it is what it is. I'm working on it. I'm not necessarily mad all the time, but I guess I have a very stoic look. But with that look, I threw up a peace sign, you know what I'm saying? Because it's all peace and love with me, you know what I'm saying? And definitely, and this is for anybody who do know me, like, if I ever done anything to offend you and I don't know, I won't be able to correct it or at least address it unless I'm aware of like what's going on, because I'm not a mind reader, you know what I'm saying? At least not right now. So, as I throw out the peace sign towards him, you know what I'm saying? Like, shorty just get up and, basically almost like act like she was going to charge at me. Like, just angry, you know what I'm saying? Just it's a lot of fire, a lot of anger. And, it's really messing me up. Even earlier today, I wasn't understanding, like, where that really was coming from, But then I had to keep in mind certain things and not to really delve into like some of the stuff I know she's personally been going through, especially within the last 2-3 years. But I'll just say this, and specifically I'm talking to us as far as like black men, brothers, brethren, melanated men of color, POC. I don't get on all that politically correct shit, niggas. We really have to be open to being more accountable as far as like how we move as individuals, as men, and how our behavior and our actions affect our counterparts, our women, our sisters, our mothers, our aunts, our female friends, our lovers, our wives, baby mothers, whatever, the women that hold us down, support us. We really have to be accountable about how we treat them, and specifically in romantic relationships, because the damage that we may inflict on our partner in a relationship, let's say we, the relationship don't work out, we go our separate ways, especially if we on some fuck shit and we cause a lot of trauma and damage to our women when they're trying to move forward and go on with their life. Like, for the next man who may actually not be on no fuck shit and is really trying to like build and create and birth with his new queen, with his woman, but there's blockage because she's still scarred and like fucked up off the shit that we did in a previous relationship. We need to be mindful of that. It's just causing a trail of trauma, a trauma trail, an ongoing circle of chaos. And this is one part of the reason as a community we continue to struggle to progress, because we inflict trauma that we don't heal from onto the next person, and then they don't heal from it, and then they go on to the next person, and it just goes on. We just keep hurt people, you know what I'm saying? And in particular, with this former lover friend of mine, somebody who I still, at the end of the day, I always gonna have love for them, you know what I mean? But even when we were like romantically involved, like, just remembering like she would only let me get but so close. Hey, what's going on, bro?
What's going on?
How you doing?
Doing good, man. Good to see you, man.
You too, likewise. Yo, shout out Dave the engineer, all rapidy raps. But neither here or there right now. But what was I saying? Yeah, so I was really making like genuine efforts and like, you know what I'm saying, putting my intentions out there. Is really just willing to be there for her, you know what I'm saying? Be here for us. Let's do something, build something real positive, creative. And I was met with a lot of resistance, a lot of distrust, a lot of questioning. Not because I necessarily did anything to her myself during that time, but because she had issues, you know what I'm saying, dealing with the pain from previous relationships that other men. So I'm left with this responsibility and this task to try to help clean up and heal a mess that I didn't create, and really probably gonna be very unsuccessful in trying to help and aid where I can, because it's just so much trauma. You know what I'm saying? So, and same thing, like us, that's another thing too. Like when a lot of times when we get in a relationship, there's a lot of shit we not healing from. You know what I mean? Like, and just speaking just candidly about myself, just childhood traumas, teenage traumas, young adulthood traumas, whether it be in the home, issues I've had with my mother, issues I had with my father, issues where I had with her ex-husband, issues with niggas at school, issues with women, you know what I'm saying? Like, when we continue just to suppress that, we're not really addressing it. We're not able to heal. We're not able to create a space where we can be authentically ourselves. We think we're being authentically ourselves because we get so comfortable walking around in this trail of trauma, but that's not authentically ourselves, because we're not meant to be here in this realm just to go through pain. There's light and dark with everything, but just to go through pain, that's not the purpose as to why we're supposed to be here. You know what I'm saying? We all have individual purposes, but it's to build, it's to love, it's to manifest that God spirit. You know what I'm saying? And when we dwell and live in a world of pain and walk through a trail of trauma all the time, it's just blocking us. And me right now, I'm fighting to destroy my blockages, because I know over the years, whether it be in my business affairs, whether it be in my family relations, my friends, my lovers, relationship shit, even with my son, you know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely have seen it more now since I've had a son, that I have to be more conscientious of, like, what the fuck I'm doing, what the fuck I'm dwelling in, you know what I'm saying? But also, like, how I'm projecting that energy off into the universe and projecting that onto other people. And that shit ain't fair, man. You know what I'm saying? Specifically, our women lovers, they so they, like, it seems like they be distant and disappointed, but it's really because of hurt, and we have to take accountability and responsibility of, like, how we play into that, whether it's because we benefit from patriarchy, not, and you don't have to necessarily be a champion of patriarchy or try to push it actively, consciously, in order to still benefit from it and not, stick up for a woman. Same thing with, like, black, this whole black white shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe all white people are actively racist or are actively trying to oppress us, oppress me. But that does not negate the fact that being white, you still, you still benefit off your whiteness. So I still benefit off my male privilege, still benefit off certain things that inadvertently, you know, holds down or holds up the progression of my partner, the black woman. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about specifically. Like, and I mean, I guess in any race, it could be saying the same thing for men and women. You know what I'm saying? Like, because white women definitely, in a weird way, even they're very subjugated to, like, patriarchy. Like, it's definitely it's a lot more spiritual than it is political, though. And that's what we have to really start tapping into our masculine and feminine energies, and really just become more in tune with what is going on. Because like at the end of the day, as long as we continue this cycle of it, hurting people, and black us as the brothers, we supposed to be the guardians of our family. You know what I'm saying? But how we gonna be guards at the same time inflicting pain on our family because we're not addressing our shit? And it's a lot to unpack. It's not just it's one person's fault. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's a culmination of many different things as to why we are where we are, and why like our relationships a lot of times don't be healthy, and we can't really, build and produce life and love on this. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to speak my piece for a minute. I thank everybody who tunes in, who watches what I have to say. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to not speak just solely of myself, but, you know what I'm saying, from the Most High. And really, once again, we as black men, we have to be more knowledgeable and just more aware of like the pain and stuff that we may be pushing up on black women. Yo, what up? It's all good. I'm about to shout out the John Hood Goddess. Shout out to Hassan and Prodigy Melanated, that's out right now. Don't worry, I'm about to put this up on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be doing this. I feel like I'm being called to do this daily, so you know what I mean. You can rewatch it. Basically, just talking about personal experience I had with an ex-friend / lover, and just brought to realization of how, like, hurt people, as well as just like, you know what I mean. Black men, we need to be more accountable at how we act, as far as like the trauma that we put on to black women, and how that cycle always continues. You know what I'm saying? Word, respect. Yo, Hassan, you an idiot, man. It's all good. Yo, peace and blessings and all that. Word, you gonna catch me later. Like I said, I'm gonna do more of these. Everybody else watching, you could check out the links. Link in bio if you on IG, but the link is also gonna be in my description, and my caption of the YouTube, all the music and all that other stuff, man. Yo, bless up on all that, man, and yo, much success and love to y'all. Peace. Yeah.